Hello, this is Brands of Chloé, a channel centered around books, food, personal finance, and travel. Today I have a book review for you, Now That I Found You, by Kristina Forest, and I'm so excited to get into this review. It has not come out yet, it's an upcoming book and it's dropping August 25th, so check out this review, and check out that book and put it on your TBR list, or just go pre-order it now. I want to say a big thank you to Hear Our Voices. They're the reasons why I was able to get an eARC of this book. I'm happy to be working with Hear Our Voices book tours. Their mission is to help marginalized voices to be seen. It's been a great experience being on the book tour for Now That I Found You. And again, thank you to that whole team. And I'm excited to get into this book review. So let's get right into it.
And it's more than body, face, and smile. You see me and you look beyond it, you feel inspired. I'm here to excel with you.
So from the very beginning, we meet Evelyn Conaway. She is the grandmother of Evie, our main character. Evelyn Conaway was a movie star, and she built a legacy and a huge fan base. But over the past 20 years, she kind of stayed out of the limelight of Hollywood life. Until her granddaughter, Evie. Evie is 18 years old and she went to a prestigious high school. She was able to learn more about acting and performing arts as she was almost following in her grandmother's footsteps throughout high school. From this high school, she meets her best friend Simone, who we meet at the beginning of the book as well. Simone backstabs Evie, and this event rocks Evie's world. She becomes blacklisted in the whole Hollywood scene, and she kind of just drops off of the grid to try to get herself together again to see what she wants to do. So continuing with the story, Evie travels to New York to be with Evelyn Conaway, her grandmother, also known as Gigi to her. She's there because she was given the opportunity to present her grandmother with an honorable award, and this is something that was well deserved by her grandmother, and she's very excited to present this award to her grandmother. So Evie has lived in California all of her life, and she's visited her grandmother sometimes in New York, but the majority of the story does take place in New York. And I can say, I guess I'm a little bit biased, but I do love being able to read stories that are of places that I'm from, places that I've been to. It's always just cool because you know what they're talking about. And to bring that up too, I want to give a quick little quote. New York in the middle of August is no joke. I haven't visited the summer in years, and I'm clearly not used to it. It's so hot out that the heat rises off of the concrete in waves. My scalp is sweating, and I can't wait to take off this freaking hat and wig. And when I read this, I actually laughed out loud, because if you've never been to New York before, or if you're from New York and you know, it does get this hot in the summertime, and the humidity is crazy. And the part about the wig really just made me laugh, because I've been there, Evie, don't worry, I understand it. Sometimes it's just too hot for a wig. And when she described that part, I thought it was hilarious.
You guys, this hair hat, I tell you something, this hair hat.
But Evie arrives to New York just fine, and she meets up with her grandmother. So the main purpose for Evie in New York is to present her grandmother with this award. And a couple of days before the award ceremony, she goes missing. And it's up to Evie to try to find her so that she can redeem herself in the Hollywood life and present this award to her grandmother. But the last person to see her grandmother is 19-year-old Milo. So Evie does not really trust Milo. Throughout the book, Evie and Milo are together trying to find Gigi. What I loved about this story is that we get to see so much character development and growth. With Evie, the story is definitely a YA romance novel. The love interest is definitely interesting to see because the characters are individually trying to find themselves, trying to plan out their future, and all of this while also looking for Gigi. It definitely makes for a great story. Again, Kristina Forest used different parts of New York, and it was kind of sad to read because it's like things that I could have been doing this summer but I couldn't. It was cool to read. She definitely included some staple New York summertime vibes, and it's a really great story. I think the characters were described beautifully. When I think of Gigi or Evelyn Conaway, I think of a luxurious, wise, humble Black grandmother. Milo is described as such a nice guy. Evie is smart and she knows what she wants, and she's definitely going after it in this story. I think the characters learn a lot about each other, a lot about themselves, and it just makes for a really great story. I definitely do recommend this story. I think this book is definitely going to be a top YA romance novel for 2020. You should definitely check it out. I will leave links down below for where you could pre-order the book and find out more information of Hear Our Voices and Kristina Forest. Again, thank you so much for the Hear Our Voices team for letting me get an eARC of this book. And I hope you guys enjoyed now that I found you as well. Drop some comments down below if you were excited about this upcoming novel. It is dropping August 25th, don't forget. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and you are excited to read the book. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can get a notification when I post videos. And I will see you at the next one. Bye.